Things are happening. None of these bolts on the pressure plate would come off, so we cut them all. That's what we had to do to get them out. Some of them we were able to cut halfway through, some of them we cut them all the way off. I think it's loose. In any case, Jonas is under the car messing with the subframe. I don't know what's going on there.
The subframe's just about ready to come out. I've got the driver's side brake line off. I've got the shocks disconnected, and all I have left is the big old bolt where the jack is supposed to go. And then there's those two 6mm on the side of the car that have to come off after the brake lines, and then I have to disconnect the e-brake as well. I'd say another 20-30 minutes and it'll be out.
I'm gonna go beat on the pressure plate and see if it'll come off. Be interesting to see what the friction material looks like under here. It looks like there's meat left on it. It's not anywhere near the rivets. That's what's going on. This thing's oil soaked. Look at that. So change your main seals or you don't get to keep your clutch. Well, that's really sad, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Because there's lots of friction material left on the plate, and we're lucky the bolts that we cut off are nice and loose. They're not stuck in there. Those things would not budge. Just a little bit of pressure and they weren't going to go. Alright, next task is trying to get this bad boy off, and we need to figure out how to lock it before these bolts off.
We use this bracket and we bolted it down here to stop the flywheel. There's a tool for that, but we don't have it. And so while my dad used the breaker bar to get these loose, I stood over here and held this down with all my weight, and they're all loose now, so sweet.
Oh, that's a mess. This is why your clutch is dead right here. It's a good thing we're doing the seals.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the rear main is inside of this aluminum housing here. So we need to get the seal out, and if we had a proper press, we'd use it to get it out, but we don't. We have to be careful not to mess up this surface because that needs to seal properly. And I'm tapping around it with a screwdriver to press it out. Here we go.
Okay, so the subframe bushings are very fucked. That's the subframe bushing, and there is no bushing around it.
Look at that.
Dude, there's just like, yeah.
Well, it's going to be easy to get out.
Dude, I can stick my fucking pinky in there. So this thing's just wang jangling wherever the hell it wants to. Good thing we're replacing these.
Getting the subframe off of the car is very difficult. It's still not off, and I'm trying to get it off with a gear puller now. No success yet, but we're going to keep at it.
3 days later.
Blake's garage has a really good video about taking out the subframe, but in his video he just kind of taps it and it falls out. And we've been beating this subframe for 3 days, and it's not coming. So that'd be good for subtitles. Anyway, what we did is we actually took out the bolts that come down and then bolt on to your subframe. We got a 5/8 inch bolt with a certain thread. It doesn't fucking matter. We're gonna screw this into the bushing, and then we're gonna beat the fuck out of the bushing.
45 minutes ago, I beat my dick so goddamn hard.
Oh, it's fucking
It's not that funny.
It's really not, but it is.
These are the right size bolts, but we're having a hard time getting them to tap themselves, so I'm going to grind off front of this so it's a little smaller and cut some slits in it so that hopefully it works like a tap. I just trimmed up here so that we can kind of pound it in a little bit, shorten the threads a bit, and just basically made a way for it to cut its own threads. Jonas has no feeling in his right hand either. You gotta have a rod to beat before we can make the subframe come out.
True.
Fuck you.
I think it's probably this one actually.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Oh, that's so weird.
Is it coming out?
The bolt might be. Just keep beating on it. Bada bing!
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Are we breaking the electricals yet?
What are they?
The ABS sensor.
Oh, yeah. No, they're good.
What electricals?
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't know if they're good, but he's just gonna state they're good.
They're good.
They're good.
Not your
Back
friend.
out.
What?
How do we get it back out?
Get what back out?
The bolt dropped.
Oh, it's not stuck.
It's pretty stuck.
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh my God, it's coming. Are we back to that?
Oh, it's not doing anything.
You are a serious pain in the ass.
Easy.
This is not what we were looking for.
Oh, what the hell?
At least the bar didn't get stuck this time. Get away from me. Oh shit, that was a bad idea.
We got you. It's on the floor over there. We're good.
Let's take off the subframe, he says. It'll be easy, he says. Blake's like, tap it with a hammer and it'll fall out.
Easy.
I'm like, I don't need any of these knuckles.
You know,
Knuckles are for sissies.
getting it in and out the first time's kind of hard, but after you get in the groove of it, it's not so bad.
Okay, there you go.
Nailed it. Oh, I drooled on it, I think.
That's nice. Yeah, I might as well just put it right here where that
Fucking
that Q-tip went. Okay, are we having fun yet?
Yep.
You
Mucho
sure?
fano. Ooh, what is all this scary stuff?
That's that would be
Shiny.
Oh
Looks
yeah.
like it goes inside you
Pretty
quickly.
much everything else, everything we work on here causes metal shavings to happen. Either on purpose or accident.
Or mesothelioma or something like that.
Well, yeah. No,
Wait, why?
have fun, bud.
Wait, why are we talking? What does this do?
Go,
That's where the fuck.
go for it, sport.
Come on, champ. Got it, bud.
Get it, buddy. Come on, man.
I ran out of shit from here.
Oh, fuck my life. Terrible.
Remove the flammable liquids.
What?
That took so long.
What smells like butt fingers?
Probably not.
I'll leave and then see what. Tell me what you think.
Nope, still smells like poop.
Good work, team.
I feel happy.
So we're gonna remove the real trailing
The
arms.
real trailing arm.
Not the fake ones. We're gonna remove the real ones, and then we're going to go to bed. So gonna get started on that.
Go team!
We're good. So the rear subframe's out. And we have the transmission off of the engine, along with the clutch and flywheel, and the engine bay is painted. It's been a good a lot of days, and so we're gonna start reinforcing stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. This was the video.
That really smelled like poop. That came through my flannel into my nose.
Fucking straight pipe.
No cap, straight ass.